And Jignesh Mehta of Kiran Both of them are here to answer all of your queries. Welcome to the show, gentlemen. Just a couple of hours away from Dussehra, and I wish both of you compliments of the season. I want to take the technical views that Jignesh has sent to us first. Before we go to Gaurang for a quick check of how he sees the markets. Jignesh has two picks for you. He has a buy call on Kotak Mahindra Bank. The target on this trade is 1,625 and the stop loss should be maintained at 1,562 is what Jignesh says. The second one is a buy call on Bajaj Holdings. The target here is 3,660 and the stop loss is 3,550. Gains of just about 0.2%.
On that note, let's get going and start addressing our viewer queries. Utkarsh Arora on YouTube writes to us and he wants to know if profits should be booked in something like Escorts. Remember, the stock moved from levels of about closer to 600 from around lower levels, actually now from 500 to now trading around the levels of 600. Jignesh, if I could come to you, if somebody would have entered at lower levels, do you think this is the right time for somebody to book profits into Escorts, or do you expect higher levels on the stock?
I think if it is a short-term query, if viewer is looking for 1 month from now, I think the current levels are good to book profits. But if viewer wants to hold beyond 1 month and if his horizon is more than 6 months or so, I think the current up move is very prominent. I guess 560 with a stop loss of 565, one can hold this position with the target of 675 in coming time. So I think for the longer term, a viewer can look to hold. For shorter term, I think this is the time he can go ahead and book profit.
Right. One and take some more stocks which have seen some bit of momentum in the recent past, and one of them is BPCL. Remember, the stock's been outperforming since the month of September. Reason being reports of privatization which came across, I think, on September 13th, and since then the stock's rallied about nearly 25 to between 30%. So today is the day when actually there is some profit booking which is kicked in. The stock's down 5%. Jignesh, it did touch its 52-week high. Some cool-off seen from those levels. Let's say if somebody had bought around the lower levels right from the month of August when it was somewhere about 300 or thereabouts, should they be looking to book profits right now?
Of course, yes. With the short and short term, with the current view, I think the way the stock has fallen today, with the gap down and the profit booking that it has shown today, I guess currently it makes complete sense to go ahead and book profit at current levels, because I'm sure with whatever price one has bought the stock in last 1 week, he's in profit, and I think booking profit is something that I would advise for a shorter term traders.
I mean, if you're not using your name as your handle, a small request, please can you tell us your name? Twinkle Star is the name of the handle. Bought ICICI Bank at 445, looking for a view in the next few weeks. The stock is currently trading a little lower at 422. Jignesh, coming to you on this one on the charts, where do you see it going?
I think 412 is a horizontal line from where stock has taken resistance in recent past, and now it is taking support from there onwards. I think today the way 412 is survived, this is the stock to be hold for next 2 to 3 weeks. I think stock can go to 460 some levels. The stop loss should be strictly capped at 410 level.
Okay, that's about it.
On RBL Bank, let's get JK Paper up on the screen and see what it's currently trading. I believe it's around 118 or thereabouts. It saw a bit of a spike a little while back and it has corrected sharply since that 150 level was hit. Just want to go across to Jignesh on the charts. Satya wants to know what the 1-year view is on the technicals. How does it look?
Yeah, on the charts, stock has already formed a bottom at around 100 some levels, and from there it showed a sharp rally. Now a cool off. I think the level of 100, 105 should be held. So viewer can go ahead and look to hold this stock as long as it survives 105, 100 some levels. Currently stock is trading at 118. So I think risk towards downside is high because with holding such a stock, I think risk is going to be definitely high. But the target on the upside is also very high because the downtrending channel that the stock is forming is presently located at 140 on the upside. So 140 is the target for this counter. So viewer can hold for 6 months or so.
Okay, that's the view on JK paper. Remember, we were addressing pharma stocks in the trade setup. Pull up Aurobindo Pharma. It's now down almost 11% in trade. So there's some sharp selling pressure which has come in. It's almost at the lowest point of the day. And I believe the stock's been trading lower because of some observations they've received from a US FDA. We've also got a query from one of our viewers who's asking, can this stock now be, it's come from Srinivas Rao. He wants to know if he can buy the stock at current levels for the next 3 months in a staggered manner. Jignesh, I'll come to you. What are the charts indicating after 11% fall that we've seen? Do you think this has bottomed out, or there is room for more correction? If somebody wants to trade here for the next 3 months, is this the right level to enter?
I don't think it is the right level to enter because currently stock is trading below the low of 2017 and 18. Remember, when stock is trading below the low of 2-3 years, I think it has a serious concern on it. The chart is very weak for now. I think stock should be at least held above 520 levels for at least today. If it does not hold above 520, I think stock is going to go weak. Currently, there is no suggestion for this stock to be hold or go ahead and buy.
All right. Well, it's time for the.
Jignesh, this one's for you. Mani Gandhan on Facebook wants to know on Z, can that be bought at current levels?
Sorry, what was the stock?
Z Enterprises, can that be bought at current levels?
No, it should not be bought because it has broken a 280 level. It was a very important one for the stock.
Okay.
Jignesh, Indusind Bank bought at 1330. What's the technical view here? What should be the target and stop loss?
Indusind Bank is a weak stock. I think one can go ahead and short it with the stop loss of 1280 on upside and target of 1200 downside.
ICICI Bank, Twinkle, we've done that. All right. DCB Bank, of course, Gaurang has already said he likes that bank. So I'll take it to Jignesh. Jignesh, at 220, what's the technical view on DCB Bank?
For DCB Bank, stop loss should be 170, which was a low of yesterday. Target should be 189 in 1 or 2 weeks.
All right.